Every graffiti legend started as a beginner. Nobody picked up a can of spray paint and instantly painted masterpieces. But there's certain mistakes that almost every graffiti toy makes that instantly gives away that they're new to graffiti. Some of these mistakes are technical, some are about the attitude, and some will make other writers lose respect for you almost immediately. Today we're going to go through 10 of the biggest mistakes graffiti toys make. Trying to run before you can walk. One of the biggest mistakes graffiti toys make is jumping straight into complicated wild style pieces. If you don't understand basic letter structure first, your pieces will just become crazy. Almost every respected graffiti writer learned simple straight letters before developing their own style. Master those simple, straight, basic fundamentals first, then worry about the style later. Adding too many extras. Arrows, stars, halos, underlines, drips, crowns, sparkles. Graffiti toys often think adding more decorations make the piece look better, but if you do too much, it usually does the opposite. Experienced graffiti writers often say simplicity wins because every extra detail should have a purpose. Copying someone else's style. Everyone studies other graffiti writers' work. That's pretty normal, but there's a huge difference between learning from someone's work and straight up copying it line for line. In graffiti, this is known as biting. Your goal should be to understand why a style works, not to become a clone of someone else. Take inspiration, but don't imitate. Choosing a generic name. Names like Ghost or Risk or Task or King has been written thousands of times. A unique name is far more memorable. Finding a name that's original helps you build your own identity instead of blending in with everyone else. Never practicing on paper. Some graffiti toys think the real learning only happens with spray paint, but in reality, nearly every skilled writer fills sketchbooks before they even touch paint. Sketchbooks are where styles evolve. Paper lets you experiment without wasting paint or having to worry about somewhere to paint. Hours spent sketching usually shows when someone finally paints. Expecting to improve overnight. Social media makes it look like everyone becomes amazing at graffiti pretty instantly. The reality is obviously different. Most respected graffiti writers have spent years, sometimes decades, developing their hand styles, throw-ups and pieces. Improvement comes from repetition, not shortcuts. Ignoring color contrast. You can have great letters, but if your colors don't contrast, nobody's going to notice. Dark outlines against dark fills obviously disappear. Light fills with bright outlines are often lost into oblivion because what the hell are you doing? Simple color theory goes a long way in making pieces stand out, even if it's a simple piece. Not studying graffiti history. Graffiti didn't begin on Instagram. The culture stretches back decades and has influenced all types of art around the world. Understanding where graffiti came from helps you understand why certain traditions, etiquettes, and style exist today. Never looking at local graffiti. Every city develops its own flavor. Graffiti toys sometimes spend all day copying international artists online while completely ignoring what's happening in their own area. Learning from your local scene teaches you what style, standards, and traditions exist where you live. Community advice consistently emphasizes studying real graffiti around you before trying to create your own. Thinking bigger is better. A huge piece with poor proportions won't impress anyone. Sometimes a small, clean production looks 10 times better. Scale doesn't always create quality. Good lettering does. Rushing every piece. Graffiti toys often panic and hurry. The result? Crooked letters, uneven outlines, messy fills. So taking your time, especially when practicing legally, helps build consistency and control. Chasing social media instead of progress. Likes don't always equal skill. Some incredible graffiti writers barely post online. Instead of asking, will this get me views? Ask, did I improve from my last piece? That's the mindset that creates long-term progress within graffiti. Thinking expensive paint will make you better. Professional paint is great, but it won't fix weak fundamentals. Great graffiti writers create impressive work with average equipment because they understand the letters, they understand actual graffiti. The gear definitely helps, but skills matter more. Comparing yourself to graffiti writers with 20 plus years of experience. This absolutely kills motivation. Everyone starts somewhere. The graffiti writer you admire probably has thousands of sketches hidden away that nobody ever saw. And let me tell you, they're most likely terrible. Old sketches that are just no good. Focus on becoming better than yesterday, not better than someone who's been painting for decades. forgetting that graffiti is a long journey. The biggest mistake of all is thinking you've made it. The best graffiti writers never stop learning. They're constantly refining letters, trying new color combos, experimenting with layouts, studying old legends, studying new talent, even learning off newer graffiti writers. And I definitely mean it when I say graffiti rewards patience. If you stay humble and keep practicing and enjoying the process, you'll improve far faster than someone chasing shortcuts. Or more so, someone who is just getting frustrated because they're not progressing. You'll definitely be progressing, it's just sometimes it takes a lot longer than you think. There's a bunch of mistakes graffiti toys make. Every single graffiti writer has made at least one of these mistakes. The difference between a toy and a respected writer isn't where they started, it's whether they kept learning. So which mistake do you think graffiti toys make the most? Leave it in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, have a great day, and make sure to watch this. A few months back, I featured in a podcast done by my friend. It's filmed and recorded pretty well. I'll leave a link in the description below to check that out if you want to hear about more behind the scenes of Youfo. We touch on a bunch of different subjects like early influences, gaming in general, first experiences, LA stories, the origins of Youfo. We talk about music. We even play some video games. You name it. It's an all-round good podcast episode. I highly recommend you guys listen/watch, or just generally want to listen to something as you're drawing or whatever you want. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and have a good one.